in now. How are you guys doing? Hey, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Very excited to talk to you today. How's everything going? How's your day been?
I think it's been great.
It's an
Good
off day
day.
today, so
Yeah.
every off day is a good
I'm sure
day.
it's a good day for you then, Patricia. Very exciting. I love it. Obviously, heading into this year, this is your second season at the helm here at Toledo. What do you feel like is the biggest thing you're taking away from year one into year two, which starts here in less than 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think just a better understanding of the league, kind of my personal rhythm and how I attack the day in my process. I think we have, one of the best fan bases in the country. And so being able to be connected and engaged with them while we're introducing this incredible group of 7 new players to them, everything just feels a little bit more normal and natural in year two. Yes, last year everything was new for the first time. And so I
Right.
feel really good about season two, year two, especially when I've got this young lady to my right with me out there hooping every day. Makes everything a lot more fun having her experience on a very young team.
Yeah, Patricia, you're obviously going to be a really big part of what you guys all do there this season. I know you played against Jenny when she was at Monmouth. What was it that made you want to come join her and be on her side of the court this year?
It was just their culture and the way they played us. Every time we played them, we had a extensive scout. I think we spent more time scouting Monmouth than any other team in the league. And I wanted to be a part of that winning culture. They did beat us in the CAA championship, and I was devastated. And I want to win, so I wanted to be a part of something like that.
Jenny, tell me what adding Patricia does to this group from a game perspective, from a leadership perspective. What does that bring?
Well, you're looking at a regular season champion in the CAA, first seed. She knows what it means to have a target on her back and to be expected to come out and prepare at a high level and compete at a high level every night. Then you just look at her sheer numbers. Her last season at Towson averaging 14 and a half points per game, making over 53 threes, positive assist turnover ratio. There's just a lot of positive attributes. I tell her all the time I didn't know what an elite defender she was. So she's really brought that second gear, third year, fourth year. Now she's in fifth gear, and we're moving at a high level on both ends of the court right now. I'm really pleased with her fitness and the work that she's done to get comfortable playing at our pace. But she's an elite shot maker and just a calming presence out there for us.
Yeah, Patricia, I'm really excited to see you get back on the court again. I was hoping so. My parents are from Charleston, and I went to go watch their game when Towson played there last year, and I was like, please have her come back. I want to see her play, and you're still out, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to catch you this year at Toledo this time. But what's it been like coming back from that injury? How much stronger do you feel heading into this season?
For sure. It definitely was a challenge, but I feel like ever since I stepped foot on campus here at Toledo, they have had immense resources for me. I think I started PT again. I didn't necessarily need it, but it was just to make sure I was feeling strong and feeling
Yeah.
good and ready to go on the court. So Toledo has helped me a great bit in returning from that surgery.
Yeah, Jenny, I know that one of your kind of goals for the season is to play faster. How do you feel like the additions that you got and kind of the development of the players that you're returning lead you to that goal of playing faster?
Well, Destiny Robinson's going to be out for the season with a knee injury, and so that's a pretty significant loss. She played a lot of minutes, was one that was really good at getting rid of the ball, getting off the ball, pitching ahead. So we're going to miss her for sure. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. But I like our returners a ton, and then the new, she's the only guard that we added in the portal. We've got 2 freshman guards that are really talented, but I think the biggest change you're going to see is at our forward and our center position. A lot more size, a lot more mobility, the ability to shoot the three. We certainly lost a tremendous amount of experience there. But what we lost in experience, I think we gained an upside. And I'm really, really excited about their growth and how they're gelling together with their new teammates.
Yeah, Miriam Biala is someone that I want to talk about. She has a really high IQ, can pass the ball. I heard that you went to go watch her this summer in Portugal when she was playing. What have you seen from her growth from last year to this year?
Just a fearlessness and a confidence. She's starting for her national team, going against the best in the world in the U20 European Championships, and she's maybe 6'1", but she's lined up against a 6'6" center from France and just went head to head, nose to nose with her. She's fearless. I think she scored the first 7 points of the game against a much bigger defender and opponent. But again, her skill, her IQ, her steadiness, very calming effect out there. She's got a lot of high level basketball experience. And you can feel that when she's out there. You can see P nodding. She's just got a steadiness about her. And I think we have some really high level guards on our team. And M's kind of just that glue piece down there at the 5, just kind of keeps everything moving and flowing. Great screener, great rim protector on the other end as well.
Another fun aside about your roster is that you now have sisters, right? You now have Cadence and Alicia Dykstra. What has that been like for you, kind of seeing that dynamic? I don't know if you have to manage that dynamic. What's it like between the two sisters and coaching them?
Yeah, there's been no management, honestly. And I was ready for a little like sister rift or whatever it might be. But you're talking about 2 really high level competitors that come from a very high achieving family, top to bottom. If you're playing pickleball, they're going to want to crush you. If you're playing, if you're going bowling, they're going to want to crush you. So I think that's just their household and how they were raised. But no, you can see big sis and little sis looking out for one another. It was great. Alicia told me this summer, there's a little thing they have to get on their app to do their classes and their check-ins and all that stuff. And she was like, Cadence, show me how to do it. And Cadence was like, figure it out. I had to figure it out on my own. So she's helped her in areas that she needs help, and she's let her figure it out for herself in areas that she needs to. But Alicia's her length, her size, her scoring ability. She's doing a really good job in pick and roll. And so she's had the kind of the privilege of watching us for a year and watching Cadence improve. And so she's working really hard on her game, and I like what she brings to our team right now.
What do you feel like is the biggest strength of this group, between what you've added from the portal in your freshman and what you return and you're growing? What are you looking forward to seeing against some other teams in a week and a half when you start playing real games?
Yeah, I really like our depth. I think we added some key pieces inside. Again with that length and that ability to get up and down and go. But I like our depth on the perimeter. I think again we can do a myriad of lineups. We can play small. We can play big. We can play slow. We prefer to play fast. But there's a bunch of different lineups we can throw out there, and I really really like our depth. The other thing I have to say about this team is their cohesion. They really like each other, and it happened quickly. And I think it speaks to Dee's laughing. We work really hard. We get after each other, but we also have a lot of fun. They have a good time in the locker room, TikToks galore, just a lot of really, really, good laughs. Like I'll never forget the first time Kendall Carruthers came off a ball screen, hit that step back drag. P was right on her chest. Casey hits that step back, hits a big 3, and P was like, good move. Dapped it up, and they just kept playing. And I think it just speaks to the leadership and the maturity on this team, and that we're all in the gym trying to get better, and they're pushing each other every day.
Patricia, I heard you're also, off the court, a really good chef, which I need to take some lessons because I'm a terrible chef. I heard you can really, cook in the kitchen.
Yeah. I don't
Is that true? What's your favorite meal?
Boring. Yeah. Can't eat the same thing every day for meal prep, so I like to mix it up a little, tell myself how to cook. And I like good food, so, it's only right that I learned how to cook.
That's impressive because I'm in college now too, and I think if I'm cooking, which is very rare, I'm usually getting like some Chipotle or something. If I'm cooking, it's like eggs or maybe pasta. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you're able to cook some real meals. I think I should have done college differently, like how you did, and taught myself how to actually use my stove. That would have been maybe a good move, but in the future we'll get there. I'll get some lessons from you. I'll reach out. Yeah. And I heard about the TikToks too, so I need to go watch all the fun team dynamic TikToks. I love it. One more thing I got for you, Jenny, before I let you go. I need to ask about something called the chain of shame. What's the chain of shame? Tell me about it.
No, so we have a chain. It's the Delta V chain. And Delta V is actually a physics term for emptying the tank. So rockets and their trajectory, as the rocket burns fuel, it gets lighter, and as it gets lighter, it goes faster. And so we have this Delta V chain that's supposed to signify emptying the tank. And we kind of just jokingly, it's just among the coaches. Like Patricia doesn't even know. If a coach does something really outlandish, foolish, one of those really silly mistakes, I'll just give them the chain of shame and make it a Delta V chain around the office. But again, it's just, we're moving and clicking at a really high rate. I have an incredible staff, incredible staff. And so we love to have fun. They've given it to me a few times, the chain of shame, but
Yeah,
sometimes we take things really literal. And as we're just like, hey, go grab this. There's a lot of sarcasm flying around, but yeah, the chain of shame has been passed around a few times, and it's all in good fun. I think when you have a group of a staff like we have that are really, really competitive, really committed to making sure these young ladies have the best experience they possibly can, it can get tight. You can get moving at a really fast pace and at a high level. And I'm here for slowing down every now and then, laughing at ourselves. We want to take what we do really seriously, but not ourselves. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry. When's the last time you had to wear the chain of shame?
Oh, it's been a couple weeks, so I'm good. And I think everybody's, we're getting in that go mode where it's a little bit less unscripted, and we're kind of in our rhythm with our practice and our off days and our shooting times and our film sessions and things like that. So it's usually when we've got, like 7 unofficial visits for a football game and stuff just moving around, and somebody does something crazy. We're like, here, just
All
you get
yours.
to wear this for the next hour, just like, just shut her
That's
down.
funny.
No, really excited about this team. Really, really pumped to continue to get better every day. 7 new faces, 4 new staffers, got a new recruiting coordinator, and everybody's moving in the right direction. But we have some work to do, and we're excited for that work.
Yeah, before I let you go, walk me through your expectations for this group, what they have to do to reach their ceiling and really succeed this year.
I think just stay in our process, continue to work really hard, continue to celebrate one another at a high level, continue to attack, the mental game. I think one of our strengths, on the teams that I've been fortunate to coach is just that what's important now mindset and out team the other team mindset. And so, 7 new people learning how to be a next play mindset, next play mentality is it takes time. It takes trust. And so I think this team that you see early in November and then early in January and then early in March, I think will be 3 very different versions of the Toledo Rockets. And I'm excited for each version to be better than the last. I love how we're working hard now. We're attacking our process.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really excited to watch you this year. I've loved, watching Toledo over the years. They really support women's basketball there, and I love it. So excited to see what you do this year, and hopefully I can come down for a game. I've heard it's a great city. I've never been, so I got to get down and explore the city. I've heard it's great. So excited to see what you do, and I appreciate you talking to me.
Open invite. Come anytime. We'll roll out the red carpet for you.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Great talking with you guys.